chop up what I think about, well, heavyweight boxing fans. What's the deal? Let's get that out the way first. Wait for a few y'all to show up. But I just want to get my opinion about Daniel Dubois in this fight he's going to have with Ebenezer and Tetteh. Total mismatch, man. At least Richard Larte, he was in decent condition. He was trying to throw a left hook when he fought Dubois. But this is the second guy from Ghana that Dubois is going to be fighting. Miss Boxing was good. Joseph Brown was good. Jonathan Sarton was good. I'm actually at Universal Studios Hollywood, man. I'm waiting for my family to get done with this damn Jurassic Park ride. I'm not going on this one. I don't want to be wet. I pretty much went on a lot of rides today, but I don't want to go on that one, man. I ain't trying to walk around wet. So while they're doing that ride, I wanted to get this video out the way since I had a little bit of time. CB Sports, what's good, brother? I see you on code with your challenges, man. I like to see brothers, doing their fitness, man. Official AJ, what's good? Lupa, what's good from New Zealand? Leo Donna, what's up, man? It's boxing. Let me go ahead and rinse you up, CB. All right, let me give my quick opinion on this real quick, man. Dubois versus Tetteh is a total mismatch. I went and watched that dude fight, man. First of all, man, majority of his fights, if you go on YouTube and type his fights in, Mala2243 was good, man. If you go and type his fights in, man, he is literally fighting like in a gym. And you can see people in the back hitting the bag, doing push-ups and sit-ups, calisthenics in the back, people hitting the mitts. He's a guy from Ghana, but he's not going to bring nothing to the table. And, usually I give guys, I like to break down the styles, but it's literally a total mismatch. If this goes past 3 rounds, I'll be surprised. The fights that I've seen, he fought a guy named Kawisi Tutu, and that guy actually stunned him after the first round, and then they stopped the fight. The guy was saying something was wrong with his eye. I almost thought had that fight went on, he would have probably beat Tetteh, to tell you the truth. But Tetteh is just way too slow. His legs look super stiff. He plods forward. He throws wild-ass punches. His record is glossy because of his competition and where he's fighting at. I wonder if him and Richard Larte's ever fought, because Larte looks way better than him with the eye test, man. He's the type of dude that'll throw, the fights I watch, he threw 6 left uppercuts in a row, 7 straight right hands in a row. I mean, it's just almost look comical, man. Dubois should blow this guy out pretty damn quick. I agree, Leo Dono, within 3 rounds should be quick. I want to see Dubois fight guys like, because I looked at the WBO rankings. Dubois is I know he's in the top 10. I want to see him fight guys like Tyrone Spong, just based on the WBO rankings. So a guy like Tyrone Spong, who else is in that rankings, man? I know Spong is in there, Junior Fa's in there, Ali Aaron Demarizen, the guy that fought F.A. Jagba in a good, interesting fight. Somebody like that, man. At least somebody that's in that top 10 or at least the top 15. Even a guy like Zhili Zhang. You know what I mean? I think that'd be more formidable for a guy like Daniel Dubois. But he is active, so I will give him that. He just came out to fight with Nathan Gorman, but it's going to be easy work. I mean, easy work. If Ebenezer comes forward, he's toast. If he goes backwards, he's toast. If he puts up the high guard and try to wait till Dubois gets off and then try to answer, he's really toast, because I think punches to get through. Dubois is an accurate puncher. It's going to be easy work. Easy work. A few other under-the-radar things I want to talk about in the heavyweight division. Carlos Negron. Carlos Negron is a former Olympian. Last he was in the ring was against Dominic Brazil. Now he's 6'7", 200, and I think he has like an 83-inch reach. In the Olympics, he was a light heavyweight, competing light heavyweight in the games in 2008 at 6'7" with an 83-inch reach. All right. The last time we seen him was against Dominic Brazil. Actually made Brazil work in that fight, but he got completely destroyed against a guy named Brian Howard. Howard hit him with a nasty. Hey, man, that right hand that Howard knocked Negron out with, I think that can rival Deontay Wilder's knockout against Dominic Brazil for knockout of the year. I mean, it was crucial. Now, obviously, Wilder and Brazil is a much more high-profile fight, but yeah, so that was a surprise upset that happened last week, this past Saturday, and also on the Kanauki versus Areola undercard. There was another fight I want to talk about, man. Was that one that took? Robert Alphonso. He's a Cuban fighter. He's undefeated. He improved at 19-0. I think he's 19-0 now with the one draw. I forgot that he had the draw a couple months ago against Lago Keladze. Keladze's a guy that was coming off a 3-fight losing streak. He lost to Daniel Dubois, Adam Konaki, and it was somebody else he got stopped by too. Konaki, Dubois. Then who else did Keladze fight? I forget, but it was another person that lost 3 in a row against guys with some names, all right? But he had a draw with Alphonso. Alphonso was back last week, and he beat Stephen Lyons, all right? So it's good to see him back in the win column. Expect a guy like Roberto Alphonso to get a fight. Don't be surprised if you've seen him there with Charles Martin or Dominic Brazil. He's 19-0. He's been in a lot of Wilder training camps. He was a pretty decent amateur, but the power. So I can see why him and a guy like Lazo Keladze will have a draw, because they like to outbox, like to use the jab, stick and move, that type of style. Alfonso's not aggressive at all, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think he's 19-0 with 9 knockouts, and he has the one draw against Keladze, all right? So, but expect Alphonso to get an opportunity sooner or later against somebody. Like I said, Alfonso's been in camp with Wilder. He's been in a lot of Wilder camps. Actually, his fight with Stevens was in Tuscaloosa. All right, he's been in camp with Eric Molina. You know what I mean? So, just want to update you guys on those little under the radar fights. Not going to be long at all. But yeah, Daniel Dubois versus Ebenezer Scrooge, whatever. Tetteh is going to be a complete whitewash, blowout. See what you guys. Golden Gloves was good. The Beyonder. Why is this fight happening, bro? I think they're just trying to keep the kid busy. Trey X, what's good, brother? I think they're trying to just keep the kid busy, man. That's the only reason I see this happening. Tetteh and Ebenezer Tetteh has actually been ranked by the WBO. The WBO is known for ranking a lot of prospects. If you go and look at their rankings, they'll have guys in there like Cairo Toro Fujimoto. They even had Joseph Parker in there very early when he was only like 13-0 or something like that. Now, some of those guys do end up panning out, but some of those guys, they're thrown in there way too early and are ranking them way too high. Tom Schwartz was a prime example. He was number 3 in the WBO for, I want to say like 2 years or a year and a half or something like that. So WBO, they do that a lot where they put a lot of prospects in their, you know what I mean, their top 15, all right? But why is he fighting them? The Beyonder, I just think because they're trying to keep the kid busy. Came out the fight with Gorman. Joe Joyce is another guy I wouldn't mind seeing him fight. Miss Boxer says, so not as bad as Fury versus Otto Wallen. It's worse. It's way worse. It's way worse. Otto Wallen is a much better fighter than Ebenezer Tetteh. Tetteh has no notable wins. And you guys know I keep track of the journeyman. I don't see a Rafael Zambano Love. I don't see a Avery Gibson. I don't see a Rodney Hernandez. I don't see a Jonathan Rice. I don't see no noteworthy type of, journeyman. Jamal Woods, Kamil Sokolowski. I don't see none of those type of journeymen. It's literally guys who are like 0-8, 3-22. You know what I mean? And he's fighting all these fights at like some gym with yellow walls. Crazy, man. I'm looking at the fights. I'm like, damn, somebody in the back doing mitts? I'm like, damn, somebody in the back doing push-ups? Like, damn. You know what I mean? Dago, what's good, brother? Oh, man, I'm chilling, man. I'm at Universal right now, Dago, at Universal Studios Hollywood, waiting for my family to get off this Jurassic Park ride. I didn't want to do this one, man, because I don't want to be wet. I cannot stand walking around wet. Jay Jerk, what's good, brother? He says Dubois may carry him, so it won't. Bro, I don't even think he could carry him. Go watch his fights, man. He got clipped with a good, solid shot against the guy named Kawiski Tutu, some Tutu guy. Clipped Ebenezer, and he almost went down. It was at the very end of the round, and then the dude that clipped him started saying his eye hurt, and then they stopped the fight. And I'm like, when did something happen to his eye? I don't even think he could carry him, bro. All right, let me see. The Beyonder says Junior 5 would be an awesome fight. Yes, that'd be a good one. Jonathan Roos was good. Official agent says, how is he top 10 WBO? He has the most O's in heavyweight. They need to fight each other, Jesus Christ. Yeah, they rank a lot of prospects. Unbiased heavyweight rankings and news was good, bro. He said Dubois versus Price next will be a British and Commonwealth defense. I think that'd be good. I think that's a Price and Dubois be good. I think that's a good domestic fight. Price is coming off the win against Dave Allen. I doubted Price. I thought Dave Allen would catch up to him and kind of do him like he did Nick Webb, but Price proved me wrong, and he put the beat down on Dave Allen. Yes, CB Sports TV, Carlos Negron just got sparked against Brian Howard. Like I said, I think that might be knockout. I think it'll rival Wilder in Brazil for knockout of the year. Obviously, Brazil and Wilder was a much higher profile fight, but the knockout was crucial. Body Snatcher returns. What's good, Vince? He says Brazil versus Joyce, who you got, or Martin versus Joyce, who you got? Brazil versus Joyce. If I had a coin, I'd flip it in the air, bro. Nah, but seriously, based on, they're both slow as fuck, but I'll take Joyce. I think he's just a fresher guy, man. And like I was saying, Vince, when I text you last night, did Brazil wake up yet? Let me know if he woke up yet, bro. I know he live out here in Cali. If y'all seen Brazil, let me know if he woke up yet, man. But I'll go with Joyce in that one. And then Martin versus Joyce, that's a good one. I think Martin's a little bit more versatile than Joyce, man. I may go with Charles Martin against Joyce. Tyrone Smith, what it do? Ooh, Rich H says Dubois versus which Morrison? Trey Lippe Morrison or Mackenzie Morrison? I'm assuming you're saying Trey Lippe Morrison. Man, I'm gonna edge Dubois. I think that kid is a part of the future. I'm not gonna say he's just the future is gonna be him and all him, but I think he's a part of it. Morrison hasn't been as active. Yes, he was active just recently out there in was it Monte Carlo he was at, or Costa Rica? He was somewhere out there. I like Dubois though. Jay Jerk think Joyce beats Martin. I think it's a toss-up. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he did. Miss Boxer says the WBA moved Otto Wilder number 5 July 1st. He was probably already picked to fight Fury back then. It could be Miss Boxing, but at the same time, like I said, the WBA. I'm sorry, I was going to talk about the WBO. WBA put him at number 5. That's BS. Total BS. But hey, the WBA was the same sanctioning body that had the old veteran. Is it Guillermo Jones? Yeah, they had Guillermo Jones in the top 10 for a couple years. You know what I mean? They had Frederick Kendall at number 3 for about 3 or 4 years. So. Trey X says, we are going to call Tyson versus Holyfield 1 for you on Thursday, Mr. Boxer Day 2. Ooh, good looking, Trey. Good looking. Hey, you know Holyfield kept his hands up good in that one, bro. He kept his hands up good. I'm going to definitely check that one out, man. I appreciate y'all taking that request, man. I totally appreciate that. I want to hear how you call when Mike Tyson started biting. Or no, I'm sorry, that's the second fight. But that's the second fight. I'm thinking about the second fight. I'm sorry. But I still want to hear you call that fight because that was a good fight, man. You know what I mean? Holyfield Tyson 1 was a classic. That was a classic scrap. My man Dago says Dubois versus Trevor Bryan. Ooh, that's a good one, man. I think Bryan I think he's very underrated. He gets a lot of good work down at that heavyweight factory. He has Stacey McKinley in his corner, and the kid can fight. He's been coming up short with getting some opportunities. He gets fights sometimes offered, but sometimes they'll put him, like higher profile guys will put him in the top 3 of guys that they will fight, and somehow, some way, he never gets the fights. You know what I mean? Now that doesn't necessarily mean he'll win those fights, but he just doesn't get his opportunities, man. He did blow out BJ Flores. Really not saying much, but that's a tough one, man. I think Bryan has a lot of experience, not so much as how many fights. His best win is Derek Rossi, in my opinion. But I'll edge Dubois. I like Dubois, man. The Beyonder, I'm so glad you brought that up, man. Man, you read my mind. I seen an article on Boxing Scene. I meant to talk about that. He says Konowski manager saying he will walk through Wilder's right hand. He is trying to get him killed. Now, it's his manager. His manager is supposed to say that. Why is he saying that? Because that's Karnowski's style. Walk through everything to land his shots. It's worked for him thus far, but walking through somebody like Wilder's right hand, if that's your plan, is I'm just going to walk through your right hand and your ass going to be knocked out. He doesn't move his head all that well. You don't have to go looking for him. I think Wilder will keep his range, but however now, if he is able to handle Wilder's right hand the same way that Dubois was able to handle it, the way Stavern was able to handle it in the first fight, maybe he'll have a chance. However, Dubois did end up getting stopped late. He was a bloody mess, and Stavern suffered from severe dehydration and concussions and all type of shit. So there is a price to pay. If you let Wilder land repeatedly and you don't fall, awesome. But internally, there's going to be a price to pay. Believe that. But if he can at least slip some right hands to get inside and make it a war and push Wilder back and make Wilder stand up straight and have him going backwards and not be able to get any type of leverage, you never know what can happen. But my bet on a guy that comes straight forward, that loves to eat punches, and Wilder loves to punch. I mean, Karnowski loves to punch too, but Wilder loves to land a right hand. And Karnowski, he's not only susceptible to straight right hands, but he's susceptible to a jab, an uppercut, a hook. He's susceptible to every damn thing. But his manager saying that doesn't surprise me. But that's just a recipe to get knocked out. Body Snatcher says, how would AJ versus Karnowski go in your opinion, and Joyce versus Karnowski? I'll pick Karnowski over Joyce. I think Karnowski's a little bit faster than Joyce, in my opinion. But that'd be a war, man. I think that'd be an all-out war. AJ versus Karnowski. I want to see what AJ's confidence is like now. Just because he's on Instagram posting training footage and, you know, shadow boxing and doing all them gadget training things he does with light rays and all that type of shit, that's one thing. But getting in there with somebody that doesn't let up, put it this way, man, if Karnowski can get through AJ's first onslaught and come at AJ after AJ's done throwing combinations and push him backwards a little bit, it could be an interesting fight. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like, it just... But see, the thing with Ruiz, though, he has success against AJ because he was moving his head. Yes, he comes forward. Yes, he wants to work coming forward, but he'll duck and come back up with a left hook. He'll slip and roll, catch and shoot. Where Karnowski will catch and shoot, but sometimes he catches and shoots with his face. So in a situation like that, I'll slightly favor AJ. I think he'll get the job done. I think he can outbox a little bit. And I'm assuming he could be strong enough to wrap Karnowski up on the inside, but I'll slightly favor him in that one. Now, pre-AJ versus Ruiz, I would have picked AJ off top without even thinking about it. But after I saw with Ruiz, I think Karnowski could implement some of what Ruiz was doing, but he doesn't have fast hands like Ruiz, and he doesn't slip as much as Ruiz. So I'll favor AJ against Karnowski, slightly. Vince brought up a good point. He said, let's not forget Wilder broke his right hand in both those fights that I was talking about. The guys went the distance with him. And that says a lot too, though, Vince, for Wilder to have to break his hand on you and you still be able to come forward. That means he was really trying to let some shit go. You dig what I'm saying? And it could mean his hand placement wasn't right when he was trying to throw the right hand. But shit, man, bro, Wilder having a broken hand, a swollen finger, hey man, just his right glove touching you is just scary to me. All right, y'all. I'm gonna hop off here, man. I appreciate y'all showing up to this one. Vince, I'm gonna see you in a couple of days, bro. We're gonna get that workout in, bro. But Vince says he thinks AJ's confidence is fake, false bravado right now. Ruiz is light years faster than Karnowski. Yes, he is, and that's what I brought up. Karnowski doesn't have the hand speed of Ruiz, and he doesn't slip as much. He doesn't move his head as much. But let me jump off here, man. Y'all be easy. I'll be back. I'm gone.